So, you're looking for a dog trainer here in Westminster, Colorado. It's a pretty big decision, right? The goal here is to walk you through everything you need to know so you can feel really confident about who you choose.
Living in Westminster means getting outside and having a dog who can come along with you to places like Stanley Lake or the Westminster Hills Park just makes it all so much better. A well-behaved dog is more than just a pet. They're your sidekick for all those local adventures.
And that's one of the things about training a dog in Westminster. You're dealing with a mix of different environments. Your dog has to be cool in busy areas, but also reliable when you're out in those wide open spaces.
What that means is you need a trainer who gets that balance. Someone who can teach your dog to walk nicely on a leash while you're at the promenade, but also to have a lightning-fast recall when they're off-leash on a trail. It's all about building a really well-rounded skill set for life here.
Okay, so this gets us to the heart of the matter. Before you even start looking up names, you got to think about two big things. What kind of training philosophy feels right to you, and which program format actually works for your dog and your schedule.
The method that's really become the gold standard, and for very good reason, is positive reinforcement. Basically, instead of punishing bad behavior, you're rewarding the good stuff. It's not just kinder, it also builds this incredible bond of trust between you and your dog, which is exactly what you need when you're out in the real world.
Next up, let's talk about the different ways training is offered. As you can see, group classes are awesome for learning basic manners and for getting your dog comfortable around other dogs. Private lessons? Those are perfect if you're working on something specific, like your dog pulling on the leash. And then there's board and train, which is super intensive, but you really have to do your homework and check out the facility and their methods.
So once you have an idea of the what and the how, it's time to figure out the who. A trainer's qualifications and their pricing can actually tell you a lot about their experience and how serious they are about their profession.
Now, don't get thrown off by all the acronyms. Seeing these certifications is a really good sign. It means a trainer has put in the time and money to get educated and stay up to date on science-based methods. For example, CPD-TK is a fantastic standard for general training, while something like an IAABC-CDBC tells you they have expertise in more serious behavior problems. And now for everyone's favorite topic, money. This chart gives you a pretty good ballpark of what to expect for training costs in the Westminster area. You can see a 6-week group class is going to be your most budget-friendly option, while a 2-week board and train is a much bigger financial commitment. The price usually reflects the trainer's expertise and how much one-on-one time you're getting.
Training isn't just about cool tricks and good behavior. It's also about being a responsible dog owner in our community. And that means knowing the local rules.
Here is a super simple but really important one to remember: 10 feet. That's it. Unless you're in a specific off-leash area, your leash can't be longer than 10 feet. This is all about keeping your dog, other people, and the local wildlife safe. It also means those long retractable leashes often aren't a great choice for city walks.
Just a couple of other quick things to know. Your dog has to have their current rabies tag on their collar at all times. That's the law. Also, constant barking can actually get you a fine, so training for quiet behavior can keep your neighbors happy. And a big one, Westminster doesn't have any breed-specific bans, which is great. Dogs are judged by their actions, not their looks.
The really cool thing is that Westminster has amazing places for you to practice everything you're learning. Westminster Hills Dog Park is huge, perfect for working on that recall. Or you can practice walking politely on leash with all kinds of distractions on the trails at Stanley Lake.
All right, you've done the research. Now you're ready to actually start talking to trainers. This last part is all about making sure you find someone who's a perfect fit for you and your dog.
Here are the absolute must-ask questions for that conversation. Ask them straight up about their philosophy. Check on their credentials. Talk about what your specific goals are, and ask them how they'll know if you're making progress. And always, always get the costs and cancellation policy in writing so there are no surprises down the road.
Just remember, all this work you're putting in now to find the right person is going to pay off big time. It means you'll get better results, you'll have a stronger connection with your dog, and honestly, a lot less stress in your life.
At the end of the day, this is all about making your life together better. A dog who knows what's expected of them is a happier, more confident dog. And that makes every neighborhood walk, every time friends come over, and even just those quiet moments at home more enjoyable for everybody. Good luck with your training journey.